Unfortunately, there's no operator's manual for being a parent, though we do get a lot of advice and we talk about being a better one quite a bit. Providence Presbyterian Church trying to help with a series of seminars, Raising a Happy Family. Dr. Rachel Ward joining us from the church. Welcome to WHHI.
Thank you.
First of all, let's kind of set the table about the seminars themselves. What are you going to try to cover?
Well, we're really offering these as prevention. A lot of mental health looks at the helping once a problem has already started or been identified. But parenting can really help prevent a lot of the problems we're seeing in society today, like higher rates of anxiety and depression in teenagers and adults. And so this seminar really looks at how do we look at parenting to prevent those problems. Specifically, we're going to look at three areas. One is, who are you as a parent? So how do you see your children and how do you see the topics and decisions made in parenting? The second one is, what's kind of the temperament of each one of your children? How are they hardwired? And then thirdly, it's what can you expect at different stages and ages of the development of your child?
That's good stuff. You have a PhD in psychology. You've been a family counselor for many years. It is important for us. We're so busy with the day-to-day operation of a family that we really don't very often, do we, back up and kind of look at the big picture.
Correct.
Where are we headed as parents and where are our kids headed?
Absolutely. And really what we're looking at in the seminar is not to tell you you should be doing this or doing that, but to give you tools to say, what am I really doing as a parent? What's my goal with these kids long term? And having a goal, I always call that kind of your North Star question, like what's my long-term goal? Helps you kind of get out of the, kind of the trenches of parenting to help you make your decisions day to day.
There you go. And where can you go back to? What's a ground zero if you feel like things are kind of getting out of hand?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The event at Providence Presbyterian Church, will these seminars be from a faith-based initiative or as much science-based?
Well, for me, faith and science kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
Science is really, to me, a look at how does life work? How chemistry looks at, and biology looks at how does our world work? Faith really looks at how do I make my decisions and what do I believe about myself and other people. So psychology, we all really come to it. It's really called a soft science. Mm-hmm. So every psychologist knows they're coming to the field of psychology with a worldview. I always say, you can just ask a simple question like, what do you think about an extramarital affair? Do you think that's, destructive? Do you think it's immoral? Or do you think it's just a choice? A psychologist has to know what they think about that. So to me, when I look at this seminar, it's certainly for everyone in the community. Over the years, I've worked with faith-based and non-faith-based people for 20 years. But I definitely am coming to it with a traditional view of that our choices have consequences. And I think that's very important in parenting.
Absolutely. The seminars are going to be on Wednesday nights during July, not on the 4th, but I'm sure, but on the other ones. More focused on young kids or on teenagers?
Actually, it's going to be all across the spectrum. The three tools we're giving of who are you as a parent, what's the temperament of your child, and what stage are they at of development. I always say one of the amazing things they found out in research is that an average 16-year-old can only project about 4 days into the future. So if you know that about your 16-year-old and you're
4 hours into the future,
exactly.
4 days.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you're wondering why your 16-year-old son who's a sophomore doesn't care about college. It's helpful to know he's really only living in a 4-day time span. So to me, if you have those three tools, you can use those with your 2-month-old or you can use those with your 18-year-old.
All right, suggested donation of $10. You're also providing, though, childcare and dinner on those evenings. So bring the kids and you'll keep them busy while you talk to the folks?
Absolutely. We want to make this very affordable and very accessible for all parents.
All right, the website to go to is causegodjoy.com, and that's on your screen, and of course the phone number as well. This is very enlightening. We need to talk about this more often.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ward.
Thanks for having me.
Rachel Ward, Director at Discipleship at Providence Presbyterian Church.